Welcome to Mindflow Radio.
Mindflow Radio.
She's Jaylyn.
And he's Monty.
So buckle your seatbelts and get ready to take a trip towards reality.
Wherever that is.
Whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. Whoever that is.
Yeah.
Is the Tao a who? I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out someday.
I guess I'm assuming we actually will find out someday.
Yeah. I'm learning to assume nothing.
Well, that's a nice little catchphrase, but easier said than done, right? I would suggest.
Yeah. Well, I feel that over this last month or the summer, I've been really letting myself land into a soft setting of mystery. And letting myself be in the mystery and not needing to answer all the questions and not needing, I guess my big one has been to let the mind become, it's super cliche. What? Like a clear lake.
Oh, that's not super. That's good. Yeah, that's ideal. We want the mind to be like a clear lake.
Yeah.
And
in the past, there's no way in the world I could do that.
Right. I mean, and the first thing that pops to mind when you say that, it's Deepak Chopra talks about manifesting. Okay. And he said, if your mind is like a still lake, you drop a pebble into the lake, your intention, and that ripples out, and the universe recognizes what you're trying to manifest. But if your lake is all choppy and crazy and stormy, you drop a pebble in, and what can you see? Nothing. Like the universe can't even recognize.
Yeah.
So just from that perspective, having a clear mind, clear lake is potentially, I would argue, maybe the most important thing.
Yeah, and super advanced.
Well, and super simple, but super complicated. Super simple.
I don't even know if it's complicated, but our minds are so complicated.
Well, to get there is complicated these days for most of us, because we're just so caught up in this information overload. Kind of, it leads to like this insanity, which is the opposite of the clear lake.
Yeah.
The clear lake is just present and calm.
Yeah. When I began, and even in how I work with others, I just avoid the stillness because it's so advanced, and it's like you have to climb the ladder first. You have to be able to begin to hone the mind before you can become still.
I hear what you're saying, but I humbly disagree, from the perspective of there are some breathing exercises that can really help basically anybody find moments of stillness, I would argue.
Right. That's breath.
Right.
But that's a tool.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying it's doable.
Yeah.
At least to taste it, to taste the fruit of stillness is a doable.
Yes. With tools, with techniques.
Yes, right.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that just to sit still and become still.
Oh, right.
Is very advanced.
No, that's a lot different.
And that's the hard. Top of the ladder.
Yeah.
That you have to first start with the breath skills and the mantra skills and the honing the mind skills and
postural awareness. You don't have to, but
I suggest.
A lot of people find stillness, like a good basketball player finds stillness when he's playing basketball.
Sure.
A good guitarist finds stillness when whatever it is. So
It's
we
true.
do have a lot of us have our ways to find
That's true.
that peace.
Yeah. I guess the top of the ladder is when you're finding that peace on purpose,
Regularly,
not because it's part of you just happen to find peace while you're running.
Yeah.
Or you happen to find peace while you're driving. That's possible too.
Sure. Sure, absolutely. Or, listening to music in some ways.
Sure.
That might just like kind of put the mind right into in the moment, and essentially that is the peaceful place. Typically.
Yeah. So it's possible to get to here and there
or
randomly.
Yes.
But to get there on purpose is a little more I don't even know the
it
words.
Takes training, I think.
Training.
It's like if you can be like, okay, I want to find stillness in my mind right now.
Right.
And just do it. That takes some, for most of us at least, I would say that takes some training. But it should be noted that we actually, basically all of us, do find substantial amounts of stillness just during the deep sleep state. Mm-hmm. So we all do get there, every day, ideally.
I would have to differ only in the aspect of people with immense trauma may not get there.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, but I think the way it works is everybody touches on this delta stage.
Not everybody, though.
I don't know. I think if you don't, people go insane probably. I think even like people who let's say are fighting a war and haven't slept in like 5 days, they'll just like lay on the ground and their mind will just go to that place of delta for like 10 minutes and just to save them.
Sure.
And so I think it's in us. I mean, we've all, I would imagine all of us have certainly experienced many delta stage sleeps in our lives.
Sure.
And maybe we might miss a night here or there.
Yeah. But I feel like you're also not in the category of massive trauma.
Oh, I get it.
So, and we've done a little, research and looking into this and I've done some trauma trainings, and so I already knew that for people with massive trauma, it's actually super, not super, but it's not a given that their sleep is restful.
Well, I'm not saying their sleep is restful. I'm saying even if their sleep is not restful, they probably touch on the delta state somewhere during that sleep, even though their sleep might be agitated, but they probably have moments of the delta. Because the way I see the delta stage sleep is kind of like just directly plugging into the Tao or directly plugging into the universe. And it's something that even though doctors don't know about it and scientists don't really understand it either, it's something that we need just to continue functioning.
And there are a lot of studies on it, actually.
Yeah, I have to look into it more. But I do think, I shouldn't talk about it anymore. I don't know that much about it. But I do know that delta stage is a stage that most of us achieve during sleep, and that is the stillness, the most intensive experience of stillness that we have, probably.
And natural. It's meant to happen.
It's necessary. Mm-hmm. But we want to be able to find that stillness during the day too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another really interesting thing about the sleep states is when the growth hormone activates in our body.
Oh, yeah.
And the growth hormone, it sounds weird because you think that's when you grow, which is true for young people.
Yeah.
But the growth hormone also is what repairs injuries and everything. Everything in your body is repaired by the growth hormones. So that is triggered by deep sleep. And
that's great.
It's very important. So, that's another thing that I've observed in myself and in others is that trauma slows that down. And so then healing is actually slower because the growth hormone isn't getting the time that it's meant to. And that is a very difficult thing for people who are already hurting mentally and physically. And then it's like an uphill battle. It's a continuous uphill battle. And then in the end, what does that mean? It means that, I know it's not a large sector of the population, but it is an important sector. And because it's the sector I'm in, then of course I care more. But it's like this sector needs to learn how to relax so they can sleep, so they can heal.
Right. Well, I'd say one thing I've noticed for myself is the more I'm training, the better I sleep.
Yes. Basically.
And there's this term, there's a Taoist term, I think, for achieving the golden body or something. It's just like I think it happens during sleep.
Okay.
And I had one sleep that I can remember in my life where, I was training a lot these days. I was chanting a lot every day, like a lot, like over 3 hours a day.
Nice.
And I did that for a few months straight. But I just have I remember this one sleep where I laid down, on my back, closed my eyes, didn't move a muscle. And I was in Delta, for 7 hours straight.
Nice.
Yeah, and I woke up and I was like, whoa.
Did you feel like $1 million?
Yeah, I felt amazing. Mm-hmm. I felt just completely, and from that point on, I kind of realized it's like, okay, all the training I do during the day, if I'm training, I'm counting like meditation or lifting weights or going for a bike ride or going for a walk or listening to music or playing music or whatever it is, all that training, the most important thing about that training is it helps me sleep better.
Yeah.
Because sleeping is the most important.
It's true.
I've definitely,
perhaps, I've definitely witnessed that when I do some Qigong or yoga before sleep. It makes a huge difference on how long I toss and turn.
Yeah. Well, and let's, if we reduce the screen time too, that's another big one. Because then if we're pounding all this data into our minds right before we go to sleep, then I think our minds have to
process.
Yeah, they have to process the data. So all our dreams, or a lot of the dreams are like wrapped around, the data, the media information we were ingesting, and it kind of it doesn't lead to like a really profound sleep.
And even just the light of the screens is hard on the eyes at night.
Yeah, the light and all the information and misinformation.
Sure.
And people trying to sell you stuff, and people trying to make you feel insecure, and people, however that goes. Mm-hmm. The cycle of, what the screen time kind of just how it affects us. Mm-hmm. How it affects our minds is it's worth looking at and pondering and regulating.
Yes, regulating.
Let's regulate our screen time.
Yeah, they say 2 hours before bed you should not look at a screen, which is super hard if you need to set your alarm.
Well, and that's one of the weird things about screens is like I'd really like to get just an alarm clock.
A regular alarm clock.
Yeah, because it's it's like, oh no, and then your alarm goes off and you gotta look at your phone first thing in the morning, and then you got a notification. And it's like it sucks you in right away, typically,
But that goes back to how regulated can you be? I feel like I'm just getting better and better at regulating. Personally.
What do you mean, your behaviors?
Well, my behaviors and my habits, the habits of looking at the phone. Like I can literally just look at the notifications and put it down, and that is, sounds easy, but I'm sure many of you have experienced what the, what is it? Like the hypnosis of the phone, it's like, right, pretty icon. Oh, tap, oh, wow. Oh, I'm in Facebook. Oh, okay. Look at the reels. And, it's this thing where it's very hard. I mean, you've absolutely witnessed that because you go so extreme that then you completely cut it off for days.
Yeah.
And we have this going debate of, that's moderation, but moderation, like a functional moderation would be to be able to regulate it daily and not fall down the rabbit hole in the first place.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, but excessive behavior followed by abstinence is a form of moderation.
Yeah.
But even when I am looking at a screen, I try and push back on that. I mean, I don't scroll first thing in the morning ever.
Right.
Basically. So I do push back on that kind of stuff.
Good.
Yeah. But I hear you. It's just a challenge. And it's sort of like what I've noticed is when I am on a media fast, which I am now, it's when I get bored, my mind really craves it. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm bored. Okay. Oh, I know I would not be bored if I looked at the screen for a little bit and looked at the news or looked at Facebook or whatever it is that I would, look at. And I don't know. It was interesting because yesterday, I've been on Facebook for a few days now. And yesterday I was driving. I'm like, maybe it's been long enough. Maybe I can check out YouTube for a little bit, just see what happens. And so I click on YouTube, and the first thing that, I'm driving, the first thing that comes on is some news story, right, about the government. And I listened for 3-4 minutes. I'm like, nope, no, this sucks. I just turned it off and back on the media fast, And,
that's so funny.
Yeah, so I almost, it's a slippery slope,
Yeah. Well, see, our social media, including YouTube, I think that's social media. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's algorithms are personalized to what do we pause on. So for you to change that algorithm would take effort.
Oh, yeah.
But it's possible. My algorithm would never send me news.
Yeah, right. No, I know. I get it. Well, that kind of stuff is interesting to me. I'm interested in...
Yeah, most people are.
News. I'm interested in finance. I'm interested in sports occasionally. I'm interested in health and wellness,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But I'm also interested in just listening to music.
Yeah.
That's where YouTube gets me because that's my music kind of go-to place.
Well, they do have YouTube Music as an app.
Yeah.
So I'll help you with that later.
Mm-hmm.
For now, I invite you, dear listener, to sit back and hear this drum journey recording that we have created for you. And we will be sharing more in a moment. Bring your attention to the body. breathing in a relaxed, comfortable way. Feel the heartbeat. Surround you with rhythm and pulse. If the mind gets busy, let it know. No story, back to the body. Repeat this whenever you need. No story, back to the body. Sense your body relaxing. Sense your mind focused on the breath and the body relaxing. No story, back to the body. Simply being. Breathing slow, relaxed. Inhale, exhale. Where attention goes, energy flows. sensing appreciation and gratitude for your breath in this moment. Returning to the present. Ready for your day or sleep. Connected.
Good.
Yeah, so summer is at the peak of the season here, and I just love looking at all of the greens, lush greens.
Yeah.
That in the Midwest we are blessed with so much lush greenery all around us.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you're in a city, maybe not.
Yeah,
but
right.
We're in a small city, and there's a lot of green around us, and a lot of breathtaking views that are available at any moment that we let ourselves get still enough to notice.
Yeah.
And I find that, and this is very cliche, very mindfulness cliche, that working with the senses can bring me back to center. You know, what are the things that I see? What are the things I hear? What are the things I smell? What are the things I taste? What are the things I feel on my skin?
Yeah.
You know, and that's been a tool for, I don't even know how long, many years, maybe decades.
Yeah.
But it works, and it's a good tool, and summertime is a great time to start that if you've not tried it. It's a great, it's good for the eyes, is how I see it, pun intended. And it's, you know, in the winter, it's all white and cold looking. And right now it's all warm and lush and time to seize the moment, because it doesn't last. As we know, seasons come and go unless you're in the tropics. And I just want to send out some encouragement to enjoy these summer vibes while they're here.
Yeah. Well, your mantra is of the mantra back.
No story back to the body.
No story back to the body. Yeah, I actually used that the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is cool. I like how that's a mantra you created, and you use it during meditation, and it's probably good to use just throughout the day as well, which I've been like dabbling with, because I'm very into the idea of just mindfulness on the fly, meditation on the fly, like getting into a meditative state when I'm walking or when I'm driving or when I'm biking or whatever's going on. And it's the stories that inhibit the ability to get into that meditative state, because the stories will like they grab at the mind, they grab at our attention.
Yes.
Essentially, it's like, oh, this is an important story, I got to ponder it, you know, which is true some of the time. And absolutely true. It's good to have a handle on, you know, things, what's going on, but to overthink is the
bane of our society.
Yeah, it is. It's almost like a disease that. And I think about Eckhart Tolle talking about the Native Americans, and what he said was that when the natives met the Europeans, they thought the Europeans were crazy just because they were thinking so much.
Okay.
And, that being said, I mean, I'm sure not all Europeans were thinking a lot in those days, but just the point that if we think too much, it's harmful for us, and it does drive us to insanity.
Yep.
Essentially, and if you look at it that way, what percentage of the human, race maybe in this country is insane?
Yeah.
The majority of the time, it's like, ooh, that's kind of a interesting way of looking at our culture. Mm-hmm. We have this massive amount of just data overload going on, and a lot of people don't push back at all. They're just like in it.
Yeah.
They're just like at the gym looking at their phone, and little kids looking at phones, and everybody's looking at a phone, and just like, and then you go home, turn on the TV right away, and boom, 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 just in it, no second guessing. It's like, and that's probably a really, at least for me, that would be a very painful way to live. Just the overthinking mind. I mean, just obviously a mind that overthinks and ruminates is going to be confused in some ways. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because the overthinkers, the ruminators, and all that are the ones who, a lot of them really are just arrogant. I know the answer. I know the truth. There's no reason for me to explore new things, because I know. And then, bam, back on the screen. Mm-hmm. Getting informed of what to know, I guess, but it's a real issue in our culture, certainly, and it's something we need to address if we want to, find that back to the clarity. If we want to find clarity, that's one of the ways of doing it is learning to regulate our screen time, our media consumption,
being able to recognize that it is consumption, and
it's part of your mental diet.
Yeah, to shift that perspective into realizing that it's an intake, and there's this intake that we each are in control of our own intake.
To a certain level, yes.
Well, I mean, we can turn off the TV.
Yeah, we can potentially.
The podcast or the book or
not look at it, even if the TV's on in the room and you can't turn it off. You don't necessarily have to sit there staring at it.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to.
I know.
That's a good practice. be in a bar full of TVs and try not look at one of them.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You really begin to notice how it really grabs at your attention.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've known that since I was young. I guess you'd say I am of the sensitive people. And I remember being a kid, and maybe my mom was so strict on the screen stuff because she recognized this in me, or maybe she was just controlling. But I just my mouth falls open and like drool comes out. Like I literally get sucked in a really uncomfortable way, and I can't hear anyone else talking. It's just me and what's on the screen.
Yeah.
And,
it's interesting.
As a kid, I was only allowed to watch TV at certain times, and Saturday morning being one of them. Mm-hmm. And back when cartoons only came on Saturday morning. And I'd watch the cartoons, and afterwards I'd just be like a zombie. And just kind of stuck in this weird haze. As a kid, and I can't even fathom. I didn't have friends when I was a kid, so I didn't have comparisons. But as I got older, I realized that most people had cable and watched TV all the time. Yeah. And I just didn't have the ability to regulate, which is funny because now I'm pretty good at it. But it did take me a while to, once I got a phone and once I got on Facebook over a decade ago, and then till now where I'm just really good at doing what I've meant to do and not getting lost. And I still have problems. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but I'm better than I've ever been. And
good.
I don't know how people are able to manage having screens on all the time and not look and not be addicted to it and not,
Right. Well, I guess the first step is for a lot of people to even consider, that it's possible to not look at the screen some of the time. Because when you're in the habit, you don't even question things. The habits just keep happening. And working with the mental diet is in my mind very important to me. I do ask myself the question, what is more important, the mental diet or the physical diet? Because in our culture, obviously people are like, physical diet is so important. I mean, for a lot of people at least. But they don't really consider the mental diet. And I'm of the camp that I almost believe the mental diet, having a healthy mental diet, is more important than having a healthy physical diet.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I have this weird, it's like a mind, it's a mind kind of question, a scenario that I imagine, so I imagine I'm like in some kind of jail, right?
Okay.
And I get to choose whether the treatment or the torture or whatever it is to just have a completely terrible physical diet or a completely terrible mental diet, where they sit you in a room with TVs all over the place and just turn them on all day long, or maybe leave them on all night. Who knows, And I'm like, man, I would much rather have a bad physical diet, because then at least I could chew the food just very thoroughly and to try and get the nutrition out of it. But it would enable my mind to actually, just find peace. I know I would if I.
Yeah.
But if I was forced to watch screens all the time, it would be really difficult to
manage. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So from that perspective, I'm like, okay, for me, maybe the mental diet is more important than the physical diet.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying I just let go of my physical diet. But I mean, they both work together. In reality, it's not one or the other. It's both.
Yeah. I did a training with Carolyn Mace on archetypal life coaching long time ago, over a decade ago. And this is when I first really started to dive into the mindfulness, and I was learning Tai Chi from you and all that. And she has a quote, and I might misquote it, but the quote is, if you have a healthy mind, you could sustain yourself on dog food. She is a major advocate of mental well-being being the core of all well-being.
Well, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I completely believe that, just from the perspective of consciousness, and consciousness perhaps is the foundation of the entire universe.
Right.
Like God consciousness creates everything. Boom, boom. Okay, so, and then human consciousness, we create all this human-made stuff, but consciousness being the foundational aspect of everything, it seems like just working with our minds to improve our level of consciousness.
You know what
just makes sense.
what goes through my mind is just like if we're made in the image of, which is a quote from the Bible, right?
Yeah.
But what if it's just consciousness and the image is not a visual thing, it's a vibrational thing?
Oh, it is. Well, if consciousness is the foundation, that is a frequency. That's a vibration. It's an energy. And where we have a spark of like this consciousness within us, this manifesting consciousness, which is what the divine has, right? It just manifests things. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Here are the stars. Here's the earth. Here's people. But we have that within us, and we use our consciousness to manifest all this human-made stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's amazing all the stuff we create.
Mm-hmm.
But now is perhaps time to really get in touch with why we're so great at creating. It's like we have this
how to get better at
spark
it
of
on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And then what would we want to create?
Mm-hmm.
It's like But that's kind of the I believe the place we are in our human evolution is we're just beginning to question, what am I really? What is life really? And am I way more powerful than I understand? Because if I have that spark within me, if I can really tap into that, what can I manifest?
Yeah, right. I have this deep desire to do a research project where I get all of the people who claim that they're manifesting teachers and really go individually through their profiles, I guess, and see if they actually are what they claim or if they're just making money claiming it. And that's what they're manifesting. They're manifesting as they're saying they're manifestors. So I probably won't get to do this research project unless one of you out there are a researcher and you like that idea and want to work with me on it. But
what about your robot friend?
Well, there's a little bit that can be revealed, but you really have to dive in. Like you have to meet these people because I mean that's the thing. It's like you can claim whatever, but did you actually manifest anything other than getting people to pay you to learn how to manifest, you know? And I feel like there's a huge desire culturally to learn how to manifest.
Oh, yeah.
Because there is this general understanding, and maybe I'm not right in the general sense. Maybe it's a smaller population than I realize, but I do believe there's a general sense of, well, I keep hearing that I can manifest. How do I do it?
Yeah. What is it? What's it look like?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, my personal belief is that we're always manifesting. You know, we've already we're manifesting this very moment. Mm-hmm. And this moment is what we've manifested. Basically.
But manifesting on purpose is different.
It's having more direction to the manifesting
and being able to dig out the subconscious beliefs that are holding back manifesting on purpose.
That's it. That's totally it. We have to, it takes some real deep introspection and, a willingness to explore new beliefs.
Yes.
Which, frankly, that's kind of scary for maybe everybody, because a new belief, it's like, oh, mine,
To me, that I've just been so inundated with random pivots in my life that I didn't really choose. That sounds funny to think that, change is something I can choose not to do.
Well, yeah. Most of us choose not to change. Just on the regular because it takes effort to change. It takes effort. It takes...
Yeah, sometimes
I would suggest
it does.
Usually, unless
it's just random. For me, it's just been random
house gets
slaps
bombed
by the universe.
Yeah.
I mean, my house wasn't bombed, but I did have a house burn.
Yeah, right.
I've had like serious like upheaval.
Yeah.
Okay, going on a different track.
Yeah,
No
and-
choice,
Right.
just picked up, put down in a different place.
That was part of your manifesting journey, perhaps.
Yeah, or my astrology. I don't know. I mean, there's that, right? There's all of these tools that we have, and some people don't like those tools, and other people love those tools. Some people overuse those tools or lean on them and don't, find their own center. So there's just I guess it goes back to that over information that you were talking about earlier and screens, but it's not even just screens,
No.
It's like, how do we pick our tools? How do we learn our tools? And how do we use our tools? So I've used a lot of different tools that have helped me find peace with these massive pivots that I've experienced in my life.
Yeah.
And change has become a friend to me.
Good. Well, it's
Personally.
always happening. There's always changes.
Right.
I mean, that's just if we can accept that.
So for me, it's the idea of not changing and people not changing. I mean, I guess it's real, but it seems odd to me.
Well,
just because of my experience.
We all change. We all get older. We all
right.
That change happens.
Yeah.
We're all. This is a temporary gig in this body for all of us, and but in this temporary gig, are we willing to? Well, it's facing our cognitive dissonance. A lot of it, when it comes to like shifting beliefs, because. I mean, even on a very like political, superficial level, just changing any kind of beliefs takes a willingness to change, an openness to like look at both sides, and to just the whole thing. All sides, and like a willingness to let go of judgments from the past.
I also want to add in on the all sides piece is that it's almost like there's a humility in the realization that even if you do open your mind to accept all the sides that are present, there's still more.
Oh, there's way more. That's a great point. I mean,
there's no way that even if we want to have the bird's eye view, you still don't see it all.
Well, no, of course. Yeah. I mean, and just there's way more than just in the political game, there's the red and the blue, and it's like some people believe, oh, you're either red or you're blue, and that's it. And that's like everything.
In America.
And there's but there's way more.
There's way more.
There's way more. I like your position of just being apolitical, and not clinging to either side, either color or whatever, and not. So you escape the judgment of that's necessary. If you're this color, you judge that color. If you're that color, you judge.
Sure, but I get judged.
What?
I get judged.
Well, of course, because people don't like people who think outside of the. It's.
I feel like people give me grace just because I look like I can't fit in a box. I'm just such a interesting individual that I feel like people just get it that you don't fit in a box. Okay. And so I do generally, I'm giving grace. People, maybe they judge me, but I don't feel judged as much now because I feel like I maybe it's a personal boundary. Like I just refuse to judge or participate in judgment. And so somebody may update me on what's going on, and I'll listen to it, and I'll consider how this is affecting their feelings, and that's that. Like, I don't have a position.
Right. I mean, politically, but perhaps there's other ways that you engage in judgment.
I would say, okay, sure. Yes, but
just to be clear.
I'm human. But
you are.
I would say that my position on all fronts is really trying to take the bird's eye view, really trying to take the Tao view.
Yeah.
And really try to remember that I'm just a single human that really just cannot know all of anything. And so no matter what I try to put an opinion on, it's still lacking information. And I might learn more information and change my opinion. Yeah. So I guess it's a willingness, a great willingness to change. It's me.
Yeah.
I stumped you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to tie it all in my mind, just tie it into I don't know. I think your perspective of not engaging in the political arena is wise. And it gives other people a perspective that they're not used to. Mm-hmm. And it's
healthy for me.
Yeah. Right.
I don't have to worry about being anxious about that stuff because I honestly believe that there's a divine power that's above all of these human endeavors that's going to not allow things to get to where it doesn't want it to be.
Well, right. And I mean, if we're going to create change, it's by changing our frequency. Right. It's if I can if I can level up my frequency, then that I spread that to the world. I spread it to my culture, just naturally without even trying. Right. Through the collective consciousness. Yeah.
If I'm letting myself be swayed.
Right. Yeah. Well, right. And a lot of people just, and myself included, occasionally, get caught up in just the lower judgment, political thing. And then it's not, if my frequency is that of being angry or hateful or fearful, or that's the frequency I'm sending out into the world, and I'm not helping things at that point. Mm-hmm. And it's important to recognize that. Yeah. And the hatred is not the answer. Right. Or hatred is the answer for a society that collapses, Yeah.
So I feel, wrapping this around because we just have a few minutes to conclude this month's show, I feel a invitation to widen the perspective and acknowledge judgment in oneself. Because if there is judgment, then the question is, well, where is this even coming from? And I know you were saying, in other areas, I'm still human. And I'm finding that there's this overall, and I know I've shared this on the show before, when the Ukraine war started years ago. I don't even know how many at this point. Right. I made a pact with myself and with the universe that I was going to learn how to be peaceful. I was going to put out a vibration of peace. Yes. And it has been a wild adventure. Yeah. From that day to this day. Yeah. And I know that I'll continue to be challenged. Yeah. But my recent challenges, I've felt literally victorious because I can walk away feeling peaceful, feeling like it was a win-win conversation, feeling like I just have this deep sense of mystery that there's just so much I can't know. Yeah. So I don't need an answer. Yeah, you don't need to be the know-it-all. Right. And that's something that is in our culture, it's really interesting because
our culture is filled with people who, I don't know, think they or pretend like they know it all. I mean, to me, that seems to be.
Well, we're encouraged to be experts.
Well, we're encouraged to like
In our
follow
field.
experts that we can say, and because I follow this expert, I know it all about that, and
Sure.
et cetera, et cetera. And it's just so different from like the people of Vietnam. We were in Vietnam recently. People aren't walking around pretending like they know everything. But
Right.
what they do know is that they're all in it together. Mm-hmm. They're all working together. Mm-hmm. That life's kind of hard, but there's a lot of beauty to life as well. Mm-hmm. Those seem to be the things that they know. Mm-hmm. And they have just a much more present and peaceful society than ours.
So it's time for us to say adieu.
Yeah.
I just invite each of you to share this with a friend if you found it. If it causes you cognitive dissonance and you find that pleasant because all of a sudden your perspective widens, share this with a friend. And I do hope to share more time with you in the future. And I do believe that our individual vibration and frequency is our strongest vote.
Oh, that's for sure. That's all there is.
Yeah.
And
that's the real
we're
vote.
tricked. Yeah, that's the real vote.
So I encourage and invite each of you to explore your vibration and your frequency and really start to get familiar with it and decide. One of the big things in manifesting is accept where you are. Accept who you are. And from there, decide who you want to become. But it's from a place of acceptance. So first, we have to accept our judgments. We have to accept our viewpoints. And, we have to accept our level of hatred. And wherever we're at, we have to accept it. Not in a, I'm going to stay like this forever, but in a, okay, this is where I'm at.
Yeah, it's like you're accepting your frequency.
Yeah, accepting your frequency.
I accept this is my frequency right now. And then you can decide, from that point, you can decide, well, I want to improve my frequency or I'm okay with it. Mm-hmm. I mean, but at least at that point, you're making a decision, which is empowering.
That's conscious.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's conscious behavior right there.
Yeah, being able to make a decision is your consciousness. And so, the opposite being subconscious, where you don't exactly get to decide, but you can start to become the witness of the subconscious, and then you can decide. But it goes back to that acceptance, and that could go on forever. And I know we've got to wrap it up. So I also want to encourage you to like, follow, subscribe, send us a hello, share with a friend. And you can check us out at mindflowradio.life. And also check out Monty's latest book, The Quantum Future. And that's what we've been talking about on our shorter weekly shows. And this is our longer show for community radio here in Viroqua. And we just so appreciate our listeners. And we know that the more of us who gather and participate in our own growth and evolution, the happier our society will be.
Yeah, I mean, we're more powerful than we realize, and let's work with that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to manifest?
Yeah.
Let's think of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun thing to ponder.
Yeah. So y'all have a great day, night in your experience, and I hope this has jogged your regular routine enough so that you can contemplate and consider other options and changes that you would like to experience. And until next time, have a beautiful moment.
Yes. Life truly is a great adventure.
Yeah. Be well, y'all.
Peace and love.